We'll start a new run, and I'll have to finish it next week, and it'll just be a to-be-continued YouTube video. I try to keep my, like, FTL runs contained to 1 2-hour or 2.5-hour segment because it's really good for YouTube exports, but test run for mechanics sounds fine. Just do a suicide run. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think what mechanics I'd need to test. I could still just do a run to test mechanics, but what do I need to test? So there's these abilities that say innate. What does innate mean? What does innate mean? Does that mean it's separate from like a psyker ability? What's the difference between this Starscream ability that doesn't say innate? Does anybody know what that means? Because like we have the exile that starts with innate. Translocator. Witch has Deathbolt, that's innate. But like this guy, I think this means that the Starscream ability is using an equipment slot. If you look behind my head, that little eyeball under equipment slots is like a psychic ability slot. So that must mean it's an ability that you can replace. I think that's what that means. Alright, do I want to maybe just test a different champion? Man, I was having such a good time with that run. I'm gonna try the Wight. And I'm gonna start with so he's the guy that's got poison, right? He's immune to poison. So if we did the ship we won on earlier, Corpse Effigy, probably some combos we can go here. The problem is this doesn't start with a boarding thing. I can't board with this one. Oh, I can if I use a Chaos Rift. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna kind of test poison and boarding here for this run. And I'll probably suicide it since I don't want to start a run and end it next week. But we'll see, we'll see. Alright, so you're immune to poison. Your ability spawns poison guys. And you can board with them. Just aim for the maw and die there. Yeah, true. Alright. Poison stacking run, let's go. Quote, in the context of Void War, the term innate typically refers to qualities or abilities that are inherent or natural to a character or species rather than acquired or learned through experience. Yeah, well, I know what innate means in real life, which is kind of what that definition feels like it's describing, but yeah, it's an ability that doesn't get replaced. I think I know what it means. Like, if you look at this Chaos Rift character, this Chaotic Rift ability is taking up a psychic slot. So that would be a non-innate ability. Whereas this guy has this ability that's not something that could be replaced or anything. So I think I understand it now. Actually, do I even want to do this? Raider clan, huh? Oh. Oh, I guess this starting one is not always the Imperial one. Raider Outlaw units appear more frequently. What are these units types? We want Death Cultists, because Death Cultists I think are all immune to poison. So if I get a Death Cultist sector, I'm going to do that. Is this a tool or... Yeah, that's a tool. Okay, so you can't get a tool, but you can. Okay. Alright, well these guys can't move very fast, that's for sure. Yeah, like a racial ability, yeah. We gotta fight that can board and poison them. Oh, here's some death cultist guys. They will also be immune to poison. Oh, you're really slow. Halved move speed. Why was this? Does poison cause halved move speed? Maybe there was an ability that had their move speed because that was weird. I feel like all that poison does is poison enemies, which could do damage, but I didn't think poison inherently halved your move speed. Okay, so I want these rot spawn to tank for us. That music track playing right now, you want more of that. This really creepy music that's just really creepy and creepy all the time? Okay. Wow, 3 shields in Sector 1. What is this, FTL? This fight is not going super well right now. This guy, boarding with this guy is not seeming as good as I would want it to be. But I was probably spoiled by that last run where we were just deleting everybody. Heal bay or something. I guess this ship's not really made for boarding. Okay, that guy just running through the fires, killing himself. The previous fight that had guitar. Oh, I guess I didn't notice the guitar. Okay. Alright, so I don't really have a good way to heal except the passive rest healing. And there's no way to upgrade that. I don't think. Upgrading life support doesn't do anything like that, does it? No. Okay. I can get, I can heal here actually if I want to. What I really want is a machine slave. So you can be on my weapons. I guess I can kind of try to speedrun this. I only have about an hour, hour and a half where I need to end the stream. So let's see if we can speedrun. What do we got here? Yeah, my borders just aren't that good. Guess I'm just gonna auto-fire my poison weapons. I wonder if there's a augment we can get that makes poison, increases poison DPS or something. Because poisoning doesn't seem like it kills enemies that quickly. But I guess it depends on the enemy. There are a number of dudes that are like half poison damage taken. Or immune to poison like some of my guys. Okay. Alright, do I have any store options? Crew contracts and equipment. Crew contracts, psychomancy, and consumables. Alright, equipment or psychomancy. I do have a psychomancy slot on my guy, I think. You have a... Yeah, that guy's a psyker. I have 2 psychomancy slots available, I think. Alright. You go be on sensors. Actually, no. Let's have you be on engines. I'm not exactly sure how to use this guy. His ability spawns dudes. Which, if poison were stronger, would be cool, but poison doesn't seem that strong, so I'm not exactly sure how to make use of his ability in a way that's very good. Maybe there must be some synergies that I don't know about or something. Maybe there's crew that you get that do more damage in a poison room or something. I don't know. Yeah, these guys only take half damage from poison. There's a soul ability, 3 projectiles. Okay, that's really good. Yeah. Alright, let's give that to you. So there's 3 damage. But it does have a charge time, so if he's manning a system, that system won't be manned while he's doing that. So let's move him to sensors. So we just lose our sensors when I use that ability. I do have another psychomancy slot, but now I kind of want equipment. Nice ship you got there. It'd be a shame if somebody were to steal it. Next time we play, which will be next Tuesday, I believe, I'm going to do the same run that I started earlier, because I was having a really good time with the Berserker Mutant weapon stacking build. I definitely want to do that again. That was very fun. Losing that run made me sad, mainly because, well, I don't like losing, but also because I was having such a good time with that run. We were just murdering everybody. We had some OP weapons to go with our OP crew. Okay, 25 scrap. We got a store. We'll give ourselves a choice of whichever store I want to go to after this next fight. What do we got? We got abandoned munitions depot. Check it out. Free stuff. Oh, and we got borders as well. Okay. Alright. I do that. And then I use your ability. Oh, that was weird. Those came from off screen. Okay, you dying doesn't matter. Do you have missiles? No, he has boarding. Boarding to go with the free borders. Right, Husk, okay, good, you didn't die. Scavenger. Oh, that's the enemy. He should be dying, right? Okay, he's dying. What's this guy? Commando. Okay, let's get you over here to help deal with this guy. Did I lose a crew? No, my Wight is over there. I feel like my crew are... I can't tell the difference between certain crew types. I'm like racially blind about certain crew. Like this Husk and this Wight, like I can... They have slightly different movements, I guess. But they're just gray and red dudes. Most units in the game, unless they have the really cool armor, just look like these little gray and white guys. I know, that last run was so good, right until I killed my crew. Right up until I killed myself. Consumables and crew and psychomancy, or crew contracts and equipment. Do I want equipment for my units? Actually, I feel like neither of these are super great. I guess we can check for equipment. Maybe there's some useful tools I can get. A bunch of crew available. Weapons, DPS in large rooms, immunity to suffocation. Does anybody have any armor slots? I don't have any armor slots. What are our choices here? Aberrant. Aether Stride. Teleport self to target room. Corsair. Marshal. Scribe. Oh, that Purify ability is super strong. There's a Death Knight. We know how strong those guys are, although I have one, don't I? I could get double Death Knights. Healing Projectile. Man, I like this Ritualist too. There's some really good crew here. I want like all three of these guys. Should I get one of them or none of them? I could get Imperial Scribe and the Ritualist, which would give me Purify and Heal. Yeah, I think I want to do that actually. It's expensive, but both those abilities are really good. Did that work? Was I able to get bonus heal? I think I was. I'm not sure. Okay, so this guy we want to fight off crew. The guy with the lowest health we don't want to fight off crew, so you'll be on doors. And then you probably will help fight off crew too. I'll put you on sensors and this guy will be free to float around. Is this game like FTL? Yes, it is. But it's also got its own stuff going on, mainly a bunch of crew abilities that make it interesting that I've been enjoying. You wanted to vote for the Death Knight. Ugh. Too bad. I didn't see your vote until I just bought the two other guys. It's weird that I found no teleportation of any kind. Well, we do start with the Chaos Rift. So I can teleport with that. Okay. Alright. Since this is a run where I'm just planning on losing, I've never been to an exclusion zone in the second sector. Let's see what happens at exclusion zone in sector 2. Are we gonna have enemies with like 3 shields in sector 2? Imperial Astrogation Authorities. Am I gonna have... Last time I went to exclusion zone, it was the Maw, and there we got dimensional breaches over and over again. Alright. Yeah, free borders all the time. 65 health Fiend with 4 attack, immune to suffocation, spawns fleshlings, which are these little guys. If I want to get that, do I have anybody that has half suffocation damage? Didn't I get a guy that had immune suffocation? Okay, you go kill this guy with your help. I'm gonna portal this guy over. Deathbringer. Man, if I want to get the free stuff here. Alright, 3 shots. Just summon Rot Spawn on the chest. Oh, will that work? That's part of the reason we're doing this, so I can try stuff out. Beautiful. Nice. Good call. Thank you for that suggestion. Had no idea it would work that way. Alright, so I need to have you not manning shields. If you're going to use your ability. Whatever you're manning will not be doing anything. There we go. There's your 3 shots onto the shields. Cool. Alright, so let's have you instead. What is your ability? Your ability is the blood thing, which I probably won't do usually during a fight. Oh wait, no. Wrong guy. So we put you there, you there. Good call, young Padawan, yes. Okay, very nice, very nice. 119 scrap. Do we have any stores in this sector? Armaments, yes. And crew, psychomancy, equipment. Alright, how much do I want to save? I am going to get engine's power. We have no weapon upgrades yet. Let's see what this nexus of influence will be. Shrine to an ancient god. There's a single flayed corpse. Is this for blood god? The blood cult. I actually want to be I want the death. I want to be a part of the death cult. What a weird thing to say, but you know what I want to be a part of? The death cult. Who wouldn't want to be a part of the death cult? I should shout one of the shields. Rather than being repaired as quickly. Okay. No death cult for me. I'm already part of the Slaver Association, huh? Okay, my bad. There's no cross membership, eh? Missile. Let's go scrap. I wish it would show sell price for things. Yes, pledge myself to the blood god. Offer my blood. Means I can't heal. Oh no, it means I can't rest, but I have heals. So where is he there? I got other ways to heal, blood god. Okay. Skeletons on board. Can they be vented? No, they are immune to venting. I do not want you tanking. Let's go ahead and do this. Ah, crap, it cancels when you press enter. I feel like here's another quality of life or suggestion if any devs of this game ever come hang out. I think when your unit is using an ability, enter to return to stations should ignore that unit. Because having your ability go on cooldown and not be usable because you're having other units on your ship, return to stations after fighting guys is a mechanic I don't like. If they're using an ability like channeling, they should be stuck unless you tell them to move yourself. Like if I do this, it should cancel, but if I hit enter, they shouldn't move. That's at least how I feel it should work. Alright. We do have a store coming up. Hopefully we can get an upgrade to weapons. Alright, well, I would rather have all these borders than the other option, which would be non-stop breaches or whatever the hell those things are called. The last time we went to an exclusion zone. Okay, good. If I hit enter and he's in his spot he's supposed to be, it doesn't cancel. That's good to know. I was wondering. Oh, this. Yes, this thing. This thing, and I need to get rid of these. I guess I need to upgrade my O2s. Oh god, that vent's so stinking fast. These breaches, these were the things that overwhelmed me last time I went to exclusion zone. Alright, let's check this, and I might do an O2 upgrade to deal with those things. Okay, trade. What do we got? Devastator Beam. 2 damage per room hit for 3 power. Here's 1 shield. We've used that one. That's basically a halberd. It's pretty nice. Flare Cannon. 1 power, 2 shots. Hold breach, but doesn't do damage, but I assume we can get through shields with that. 3 power for 4 shots. Vector Analyzer. Gain 10% evasion while your sensor status is active. Oh, wow. Extra dodge is nice. Assault sleds fired from launch bays deal 15 to 50 damage to enemy crew in target room. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen this yet while having a launch bay. That's a cool thing. Base damage doubled. First time your ship fires a weapon, it always hits. Call a demon hound. 10 HP to all demonic units. I know, get sledded, right? Suffocation does % damage, so any crew events at the same rate, assuming they have no suffocation resistance. It means sending lower HP crew to preserve your toughest crew HP would be better. You're probably right about that. We should test it. So if I send a husk, the husk would be able to get a better heal from this 10 heal if I vented them than the Death Knight, who's taking % damage. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Okay, some cool stuff here. 1 power for 2 shots to get through shields, I like the idea of. I fire this first to get through shields. Halberd beam is good, but I need something to get through shields for it. First time your ship fires a weapon, it always hits. That would be best with, like, lots of projectiles like a flak that I don't currently have. This one would be the easiest to upgrade into. I buy this and get 1 weapon power, and we have 2 extra shots. Always hits. I like the idea of the evasion, too. Just a flat 10% evasion as long as my sensor status is active, which means our sensors are equal or above our enemies. I'm going to buy that one, because that lasts the entire fight. I'm going to upgrade my weapons. And I'm going to upgrade my O2. So I can hopefully deal with whatchamacallit, these breaches or whatever. Where's my O2 levels? Does it show? Okay, it's the little number right there. Okay. Still doesn't feel like that's going up very fast. It's fine. Let me heal. But yeah, I'll try to remember that next time we get a breach RPG to send a husk. And see if their health just goes down the same rate. I guess I could kind of test it at an empty jump, just put them in a vented room. Maybe I'll do that next jump when I get my heals back. Trapped within a large rift storm. Violent waves of suspects. Energy batter your ship. Subside. Ship comes to a stop. In front of you is a dilapidated hole. Investigates. Okay, well, at least I didn't lose anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to take highest health dude, lowest health dude, vent them both, and see if their health is going down the same speed or not. Yeah, so this guy's got health going down super fast, this guy's health going down super slow. So that is how that works. Okay, cool. Very cool. So this guy lost like 65 health, while this guy lost like 3 health. So repairing breaches, 100% better to send a husk. Okay, good to know. Good experiment. Well, that's the kind of stuff we got to test and improve our knowledge about so we make better choices. Hungerer, immune to suffocation and poison. Kills grant +1 DPS. So suffocation, so I should vent you. What's the charge time on these guys? 13, 12, 12. Jesus. Hunger's eating me. Don't eat me, Hungerer. How? How'd you get through? You have a missile? Why are my shields ioned? 1 ion damage. I don't know why my shields are ioned right now. Are we in an ion storm? Did I just come from an ion storm? I think I removed power from my shields to power my O2 and I didn't bring it back up, which is just a complete misplay. Alright, well, that's 2 damage I didn't need to take. It's fine. I'm planning on losing this run anyway. Alright, this should full heal us all. Okay, I definitely need power right now. Okay. Empty jump is empty. Safe place to rest. I want to get another husk. Anything else I want to do? So it's heal, crew, heal, ship, make husk, or get missiles. That's our choices at these things. I basically always want free crew if I'm playing right. So what I want to do is I want to free up this guy from being... No, actually, I want a husk available to repair, so let's have him just, like, hang out here. That's fine. So he could be the one in charge of repairing breaches. Something has arrived on my ship. Really? I don't see anything arriving on my ship. Maybe breaches are gonna happen is what it's telling me. Can this guy do any? I don't think this guy can do any damage to me. Okay, there's the breach. I turn on level 202. Okay, level 202 does not combat a single breach compared to FTL that does. Damn. Okay. Okay, the breach is gone. You kill that guy. Nine scrap or an engineer survivor. Yes. Shattered reagents. Let me summon an enchanted sword. What the hell is an enchanted sword? Man, I kind of want to check this out. Alright, well, since this is just a test, even though this is, I think, the better play, I gotta see what summoning an enchanted sword looks like. I wonder if it's like a weapon that only lasts for one jump or something. I mean, who doesn't want an enchanted sword? Alright, who's got tool slots? You! Summon an enchanted sword. How do I use that? There it is. Cooldown 10 seconds. Charge time instant. Projectile speed 300. So if I summon on you, will you get a sword? What the hell? Wraith Blade. 3 attack. Immune to fire, suffocation, and poison. Okay, so it's a summoned unit. That's way more boring than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like a weapon that I could equip. Why the hell call it an enchanted sword when it's literally just a unit? That's super boring. Thought it'd be something way cooler than that. I mean, so cool, right, chat? So cool. Alright, well, I can summon swords to help me fight my enemies now. Sure. Oops. Why fight enemies yourself when you can summon a sword to fight for you? Okay. Twisted Cult Starship. Blood Cultists. Ion and 2-shot hold. Yeah. Do. Like this flare cannon, it can serve as a shield breaker, and once we're through the shields, it can serve as a breacher. It's a guaranteed hull breach. That's a pretty interesting weapon. Ooh, double reward. Battle continues. Stay. Oh, I can keep fighting. All right, so they get borders. Are we winning this fight? I think we are. Yeah, we're winning that fight. Okay. Get over there and kiss me to help with that. You know what? Let's freaking summon a sword. Die to my sword! What are your weapons? One shot. One shot. Okay, so they can't do damage to me, I don't think. Oh, crap. Get out, get out, get out. Oh, he fights dudes without me having to control him. Okay. Okay, that's cool. So it's like an anti-personnel drone, basically. So that's cool. Don't die, please. How many fights do I get from this? Oh my gosh. Subs breach times 2 and hungerers. Oh crap. That's what I get for staying in the fight, I guess. Alright, you are a full health husk. You go fight that. Okay, you can go fight that breach now. Okay. Get the breaches down in time, I hope. Okay. Alright, I think we have survived. Alright, let's see if I can cheese this and get a 5-person heal. Yeah, baby. Alright. Alright, so double fight was scary, but I think we got double reward for it. Did we get a double reward? Actually, I don't know if we did. Consumables, psychomancy, equipment. Man, what I really want is weapons or systems, and none of these have those. Back from the break, you see a theory about low HP crew being better for breaches checks out. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Raineth. Right. Where are you? Is that my pilot guy? Yes. I think I'm getting better at dealing with these breach things, though, so that's nice. This has been good practice. This run's been good practice for that, if nothing else. Old starship floats into view. Investigate. 4 times subspace breaches. Oh, yikes. So you fix that one. You're already fixing that one. You fix that one. You go help with that. Okay, we fix them all in time. GG. Okay, good. Let's get everybody healed that we can. The low health guys are easier to heal. I didn't do that one right. It's fine. We'll just do this in 2 different rooms. Alright, level 202 value, I guess. Keep hitting Shift F. And that's depowering my weapons, because that's normally what O2 is in FTL. The hotkeys in this game, that might be the #1 thing I'd like to have improved. Crew contracts, equipment and consumables, psychomancy. Do I have any psychomancy slots? Yeah, I have at least one. I have 2 psychomancy slots. Okay, we'll see if there's anything good down there. I went for exclusion zone, yeah. Since I'm planning on dying this run anyway, I might as well give it a try and try to learn and get better at it. At least breach are almost a non-threat if you can fix them fast enough. Yeah, they're less of a threat for sure. Oh yes, and I should do the Noxious Dead for this thing. Hoping to get through my shields. Perfect. Do this. That should get us. Nice. Free stuff. Oh, I had you sitting in there. Sorry, bro. Subspace maelstrom subsides. Okay. One thing I would like to know, maybe I can test this right now too. So in FTL, if a room is vented, and you close your doors, they refill at a certain speed. Now, in FTL, if you open all your doors, the auction evens out, and I want to know if that mechanic works here. So I'm gonna like I'm gonna test this. It's another mechanic that I hope it works like FTL, but so far it hasn't felt like it works like FTL, where O2 flows between rooms. If it doesn't, that's another thing that would be cool if they would make it work like FTL, because it's a cool mechanic that there's like minimum fluid mechanics or whatever. So if I vent this, let's count. I'll just do like, I won't get a timer. I'll just count down and see how long it takes for it to refresh with it just the room by itself. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000. So about 8 seconds from fully venting to refilling. So let's see if I close and open all doors, if it's the same amount of time. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000. Yeah, it looks like it's the same. So it doesn't look like room venting equalizes like it does in FTL. I don't like that. That's the feedback I would get. Figure out how Subset Games did that. See if you can program in your game. It is annoying. It is annoying because it gives you more outplay potential and makes logical sense. I will say the room venting speed probably is more logical. I feel like the room venting speed might be faster in this game than it is in FTL. That was faster because I have level 2 O2. But anyway, okay. Do we have a store coming up? We do. So we are learning things. We are learning things. So that's good. What do we got here? 3 crew. What do we got? Noxious blast, just poisons a room. Not that useful. Deals 15 HP damage to hostile crew in target room. That's pretty cool. Smother, that's what this guy's ability is. Summon a Neural Lurch. Have I figured out what a Neural Lurch is yet? I feel like I got one of those last run and I died before I got to use it. Summon a Hungerer. I know what a Hungerer is. I've been attacked by them. Summon a Fiend. So just different types of units you can summon, I guess. Fireball. Cast a Flaming Projectile. Healing Projectile. I already have a Ritualist. Gladiatrix. Oh, he's got just a summon ability. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's get... This can help with crew killing if we need to. Let's buy that. I don't think I care about... I mean, this is okay. It's an okay ability. Instant fire removal, but unless you're immune to poison, then you're poisoning yourself, so... Did you see what breaches do when doors are open? Did I see what breaches do when doors are open? Probably on the run that I lost, I saw that. Does it like summon a bunch of extra dudes or what? Yeah, we'll give you this. Actually, does my heal guy have an extra slot? Yes. So he has heal and damage dealing ability. Okay. Is there anything else I want here? Do I want to get like a Gladiatrix? Summon a Hound to fight enemies. Gladiatrix sounds like Dominatrix. I don't think I care about that. Let's go ahead and get third shield because I have the scrap for it. My weapons are okay right now. Not great, but okay. O2 vanishes from rooms in 1 second. The ones you're referring to are subspace breaches. Do you see what breaches do when doors are open? The ones you're referring to are subspace breaches. Okay, well there's 2 different types of breaches, and I don't know what you're asking, Vasily. Does one type of breach vent your ship faster than the other? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know if I quite understand what you're asking. Damn it. Shield piercing ion weapon. Which one is that? Ion tunneler? That's really annoying. Do not like ion tunneler. It sounds like their O2 vanishes quicker in one breach than another, but I don't know which one. If that's true or not, if that's what you're saying. Micro shield, shield an area. It's a tool, and power field is just plus 10 max HP. Yeah, sure. Let's grab that. Whoa, 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 bro. That was weird. I clicked and the door opened. Okay, give a couple of these guys these tools, I guess. Anybody else have space? Yes. Is that around them? No, I can choose the room. Okay, that's cool. I haven't used that before. I think I've seen enemies use it before that. Ancient colony. Ballistic shield and some missiles. Yeah. This guy. Okay. Approach the Stargate. And let's continue to go to the hardest places over and over, trying to force our death. Both breaches are much quicker to decompress rooms than FTL. Regular breaches are vacuum holes and need repairing. Subspace breaches spit demons out periodically and close on their own eventually. Okay, okay. Great. Exclusion zone. Okay. My weapons are kind of crap. Death Cult vessel pursuing a raider ship. I want to become friends with the Death Cultists, so I'm going to attack the raider ship. Apparently I chose poorly. Depressurize is what you meant to say. Okay. Alright, intruders detected. He's got a thing there. Okay, he doesn't have the spawn units on me skill, so that's cool. We got 1 times antidote from there. Wow. A way to cure poison on my ship with a bunch of immune to poison dudes. Love it. So useful. By the way, I don't actually think that's super useful. More 6 scrap, 2 missiles, okay. Grant 20 poison immunity to self and nearby allies for 120 seconds. Is this a consumable? Has a 1 next to it, so I think that's consumable. I guess, you know, is that more useful than any tools I have on any of these guys? You guys are already immune to poison. Enchanted sword guy. I'll do that. The other enchanted sword guy's got 1 that I used to test it, I thought. Oh well. Okay. Asteroid field. Systems down there. I could probably use some system upgrades. Okay, attack the Imperial ship. 1 shot, 3 shots. Okay. Keep forgetting to use this early enough. God damn it. The buttons are just close enough to FTL that when they aren't exactly the same, it throws me off. And the hotkeys are all screwy in this game. Hotkeys are all screwy, man. When you have thousands of hours in FTL using this certain hotkeys, and they're just slightly different in a new game that's almost exactly the same as FTL and all the other controls, makes for some frustrating attempting to relearn. And I don't think I can make it so that oxygen is always Shift D. I don't think. Can I? Power systems. Wait, it says oxygen is Shift D. Oh, I know what's throwing me off. In FTL, Heal Bay is to the left. Heal Bay is in one of these 2 slots. And so I'm used to hitting Shift F, which is probably Heal Bay or O2 in FTL, to power engines. Oxygen is always Shift D. I think Shift D might be the Heal Bay in FTL, and that's I don't know. It's just slightly off because Heal Bay is not over here. That's throwing me off, man. All right, it's whatever. Let's go check if there's systems. Back to the Imperial ship. 3 ion damage. Energy beam. Okay, he can't get through, I don't think. This guy's never getting his shields back. Our DPS is definitely low since all we have are these 1 damage basic lasers that start poisons, basically. Servo Husk or a missile. I mean, I guess this is something I can sell. 1 power, 1 damage missile that's really fast. Nah, let's just get crew. Let's put you... So you have suffocation resistance, so you're another guy that can help fix breaches quickly, I guess. Cross spawn or instant, you can send them over to an enemy and cast Soul's Torment right after. Okay, I need to remember to do that. I'll be honest, the fact that I have to move my mouse up here, click, move my mouse over here, click, move my mouse over here, click, move my mouse over here, click, every single fight makes me not want to do it. If I could just hit Q ability, Q, click, like, not being able to hotkey abilities is a big issue to me. There's that 3 ion damage ion, 3 ion damage ion weapon, 3 power 4 shot guy. 2 power 2 shot guy that does only crew damage. Crew are invulnerable against crew while breaking doors. Each lance shot you fire fully charges 1 random uncharged weapon. Must be powered. That's interesting. Well, this is cool, but I don't have any lance weapons. I could get the bombard thing, which will help keep shields down. I might just go into siege bombard, actually. I don't love any of these weapons. Let's get siege bombard. And let's potentially upgrade it and get power if I can afford that. Okay, I can't afford the power, but I can afford the upgrade. Let's do the power first then. Is that whiny of me to say I don't want to use their abilities because of how micro-intensive it is? I'll do it with there's free stuff I can get out of it like this. Ooh, Sea-Jacks. Cool. We play to have fun. If it's unfun, F it. I know, right? I mean, if I didn't literally have, what do you call it? Carpal tunnel syndrome. Or arthritis in my hands where I'm constantly worried about clicking too much causing me pain, I would do it, but I'm probably only going to do it when it's like a very good benefit and not a slightly makes the fight easier benefit. Alright, let's see, I want to, what do we got? We got a Sea-Jack, so let's get a weapon for, no, let's give it to, who's our guy who's going around fighting? It's the Death Knight, right? Deathbringer, Death Knight. Plus 1 DPS in medium rooms, plus 2 DPS, and attack slightly damaged by enemies. Alright, so this. Upgrade that guy. Now, Siege Bombard is it 3 missiles per deployment? Okay. I can pretty much do that every fight, I would say. White Hot Dwarf Star. Field transport is idling. Board the ship. Another one falls into our trap. This is getting too easy. Sounds like something from FTO. Oh, I don't get to choose where that aims, though. Okay. What are your weapons? 2 shots, 2 shots. Wow, that's a lot of dodges, bro. Get breached. Yeah, so I don't need to open all the doors. It won't equalize the pressure faster or anything. But turning on the O2 should make it go up faster, right? Yeah. Okay, I say I'm playing like I'm trying to die, but apparently either I've gotten better or the Maw is a more scary exclusion zone than the ones I've been going to, because we are not getting even close to dying on any of these fights. Let's get the Rex. Maybe now I'll die because I said that. Maybe I jinxed it. 1 shot. 3 shots. Boarding with, what are these guys? Commando? A bunch of commandos. Okay. I like that sound with the loading thing. That's cool. This. Can't do that because we're fighting. Heal. Do it twice. Twice as nice with the heals. Okay. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. How close are we to the end of a sector? Not very close, and I feel like we have many sectors. Maybe I'll put it to a vote at the end of the stream if we want to have me continue this run next week, or just, like, die on purpose. I might just choose one of those two. Alright, I actually think I could use some free heals. Yeah, let's heal for 10, even though I'm only missing 6. Seems pretty good. What do we got here? You know what, maybe we'll, this is what I'll do. I haven't beaten a major threat detected, so I'll win or lose fight the major threat detected in this sector and see how that goes. Explore the shrine. They're looting the shrine. Purchase random equipment for 15 scrap. Assault shield, okay. That was probably not worth. I don't think they have any tool slots available, do I? It's slightly better than that, I guess. Hope you could use a tool. Okay. We go to crew contracts and equipment right before major threat fight. See if we can win a major threat fight. Crom, witness me. So are all these references in the game to, like, gods? Are they Warhammer 40k gods, or are they, like, renamed to avoid copyright infringement Warhammer 40k gods? Like, is there a Warhammer 40k god named Throm? Or is there one named, like, or, like, it said Crom, didn't it? Or is there one named, like, Throm, so it's slightly different or something? It's renamed, but it's basically the same thing, I guess. Who else is immune to poison? You, but you're way over there. Okay. You're poisoned still. Where's my Purify ability? I haven't used that yet. Purify. Nice. Okay, very good. In 40k, it's called Khorne. K-H-O-R-N-E. Okay, okay. Okay, that's a little... okay. You know, it's a little... okay, you're immune to poison, that's fine. I don't know if I can support that, that design decision to basically rip off Warhammer 40k. I mean, it's basically ripping off FTL, so why not do it with Warhammer 40k as well? GW would banhammer that so fast, it's walking a fine line. What's GW? This. Yeah, I guess getting wrecked. You know what? I'm gonna get a. I'm gonna summon a sword. Do I still have that sword I can summon? Jeez, playing this no pause would be a nightmare. I don't think I'm ever playing no pause on this game. Do I not have any summons? I thought I had a summon ability. I must have swapped out stuff. Alright, well we can do 15 HP damage to hostile crew. Let's do that. Nice. Cool. That was good. First time I've used that. I haven't even looked at his weapons. Does he have the greater? No, he doesn't have a greater demon heart. Okay, his shots kind of suck. Okay. Wow, we didn't get the thing. Okay, I should be able to get it if I send Death Knight over. If he goes over here, I bet you he can win this. Poison in that room. Kills that, we get that. Beautiful. 81 scrap, that was 100% worth doing. swear I told you to move over here, dude. Okay, breached. GW's Games Workshop. So I suppose that's the owners or whatever of the Warhammer franchise, I guess. GW's waiting in the cut. If Void War ever makes sufficient money, they will sue. They love to do that kind of thing. Okay, PW would insult them all. I don't know what that is. Okay, no double reward there. One more heal. It's like Wizards of the Coast and their Dungeons and Dragons. They'll go after anybody who does anything that's even smells like Dungeons and Dragons. All right, power. Oh, PW's Pompous Windbag. Okay. PW for short. Sure. We'll save up for the store. If there's nothing good, we'll do a bunch of upgrades in preparation for whatever this monstrous threat is. Continent Rift Storm. Technical ship appears. Our flux capacitors are damaged beyond repair. Flux capacitors. Without them, the relics aboard our ship will never make it back to the Enclaves. Offer my spare capacitors or attack them. Let's offer them my spare flux capacitors. Thank you. Thankfully, Doc Brown and Monty McFly made sure I always carry extra spare flux capacitors. I got 65 scrap. Nice. Okay. 295 scrap. One more jump in the store, and then see if we can beat monstrous threat. Imperial assistance. Big wall of text to get. 78 scrap. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, what you got? Crew, and equipment. Blood Knight. Treasonous Whispers. Cast a projectile that mind controls a single hostile crew. That's cool. Blood Golem. Immune to suffocation. Demonic. Cannot repair, man, or extinguish. Death Cultist. We already have one of them, right? We have a Death Cultist. We have a Death Bringer. Assault Cyborg. Oh, that's cool. Poison and suffocation resistance 50%. Reduce maximum power of nearby enemy system by 1. That's a cool boarding guy. And he can board enemy ships, huh? Berserker. 2 DPS power sword. Arc Talons 1 DPS. 1+1 DPS in small rooms. 2 + 2 DPS while nearby while nearby ship systems. Okay, I don't have the boarding system, but I could get this translocator guy, give him the 1 DPS in small rooms, and board piloting, because piloting is always a 1-slot ship system room. So he'd be able to 1v1, and he could like kill the pilot 1v1 all the time. Sounds kind of cool. Let's try that. Do I have the scrap for it? I think I do. I'm going to equip this guy to take the fight to the enemy. Where is he? Wait, why did I think he could have 2 weapons? That's okay. Because I saw the Berserker. That's fine. That'll still be good. And I think I had slot for weapons anyway. 2 DPS. Who am I fighting enemies with? Melakar. You. And this guy, I guess. Maybe I move him out of here. No, I can't use abilities if he fights. Okay, I want to move this guy. I want to swap this guy with no abilities. Hold that. Swap with this guy. Would that work? No. I'm glad they let you do this. I wish it was a little easier to do. There we go. So now I can teleport him into the piloting in like 1v1. And I could maybe even send help if I need to. Like I have that damaged crew in the room ability. Or I can have him stay over here and fight. Oops. Okay, so we're going into a... What are we going into? Major threat detected. So I have enough for force shield. My weapons kind of suck. I'm kind of thinking I want to get siege bombard upgraded. Sensors gives me more dodge if we have equal to or more than their sensors. And then like engines power and weapons value. So we'll like pretend like we're going into a boss fight here. Do a bunch of upgrades and see how well this goes. Rooms that are not empty equal close to ship systems. Okay. I figured it meant right now I am not nearby ship systems. But now I am. That's what I assume. That's what I assumed it meant. Is that correct? Alright, what do we got? A giant necrophage. Wow, that's a lot of weapons. Missile with subspace warhead, 3-shot burst, 2-shot volley, subspace projectiles. Got armaments. Massively boost. Oh, he's got the shield recharged. Damn. All right. Well, we're fighting to the death because win or lose, I gotta call it here. So. All right. So if I board on piloting and I kill the pilot, I can make it so that he has no dodge. I'm less worried about getting this and just staying alive. I'll try to get that if I can. If you jump a pilot, you always have bonus damage in the small room with the system in it. Exactly. Alright, lifeless meat puppet flashes erratically on your view screen. Body fused with what used to be a command throne. It does not speak. Power your weapons, prepare to engage. So we're going to board on piloting. Which weapon is most important to get offline? Subspace warhead, 3-shot burst. I think this must mean like heavy laser shots. High yield projectiles. Spread of subspace projectiles. I don't... For those who know this game, tell me which is the scariest weapon. I would guess it's missile. Because missile's always the scariest. I'm assuming this is a missile that causes breaches on my ship. Is that what this does? Which one's the missile? That's the missile. Subspace breaches is the scariest? Okay. Anything else I can do? Maybe I can get a mind bolt into here while they fight these guys, get some damage. Did I time it right? Nice! Ooh, look at that. Deleted. Forgot to load this up though. Okay, we're beating up the pilot pretty quickly. And I can throw a heal this way too if I need to. Let's do that. What's this? What's this green shield? Did that just block my projectile? Did that block? I thought nothing blocked heals. Why am I firing at the thing that I already killed? I don't know. Especially because they got projectiles blocking like crazy. Let's use one of those block projectile things. Block my weapons. I can do that too, sir. Probably kill his shield generator thing. Actually, I should just get his shields down if I can. Okay, no shields allowed. Shield generator can't do anything if there are no shields, I think. Okay, so this must be... Haha! Blocked! Get wrecked. Nice. Metron, locate yourself to there. Cool. We got a Storm Cannon 3 for free. Man, I might actually just crew kill this. Can I heal now? Let's not accidentally... I can't stop that, can I? Okay, let's turn this off. Already deployed. Depower. Oh, he's not winning that fight. That's a Warbringer. Okay, never mind. We're not killing the crew, I don't think. Alright, I think we've beat our first major threat. Oh no. A second phase. Demon Heart spawn, enemy systems repaired. Okay, that's troll. That's freaking troll. It's a major threat. Of course it gets a second phase. Got shield. Recharge going too. Of course, if I broke it, it would have just repaired anyway. Ooh, that guy's getting wrecked. Kill my dude, please. I think we got this. Alright, our first major threat, giant necrophage killed. 159 scrap, holy crap. A gush of entrails and valuables pour from the creature's sundered maw. You snatch what you can before the rest liquefy. Do I choose or do I get all this? Calls upon the dark gods in time of need. Ruinous reagents, heavy translocator. 2 of those. Self and nearby allied crew, wow. Oh, I have to choose. I did have to choose. Well, that was a little misleading. Thought I got all of that. Did I get all of it? I got 2 of them. Okay, I guess I chose that. Okay. Alright. Pretty good reward. But that was definitely a tough fight. If I wasn't, you know, pretty strong with a lot of abilities, I might have lost that. My friends, I'm going to call it the stream there, but I'm going to let you all choose. Let's do a quick vote. Actually, let me see if I'm... hold on a sec. Are we going the final sector? If we're going into the final sector, I'll try to win real quick. I think we're, like, not even halfway through, so I don't think I can... I don't know what sector we're in, but I don't think we're near the end. So I think if somebody can put a... Thank you for the bits, Parrots. Do we have any mods in the chat that can put a vote? Do a stream vote of kill ourselves or continue this run next week. Those are the choices I want to choose from if we're not at the end, because I gotta call it. Mini boss is nowhere near the end. Okay. All right. I need to vent this by doing this here. Is fire percentage damage too? I think it might not be. Let's get our guys healed. I'll finish this sector and then we'll put the vote if nobody's done it yet. Unalive ourselves, that's right. Speed running, no, I don't have time to even speed run. I need to end in like 15 minutes and I can't speed run 3 sectors. So, let me do, how do I do a, man, it's been a while since I've done a vote. I think, gosh, how do you do a frickin' vote in chat? Let's see. Put that, radio channel, poll. I just add manager poll. So does that let me do a poll now? Manage poll. Here we go. Create new poll. Unalive ourselves or continue run next Tuesday? Question mark. Unalive. Continue. So 2 choices. And 1 minute to start the poll. There we go. You all choose. Do we unalive ourselves? I'll go to a blood cult sector. Yeah, I have training. I have training for my I'll explain while you all vote on the poll. I'll explain why we're doing this. So I've been trying to look for new jobs, new gigs, to be able to afford rent, so I don't have to do money donation things. And as I've talked about many times, I am starting soon. I will be hosting some Jeopardy bar trivia, and I'm training for that tonight. So it's my first in-person training at some random bar that another guy runs the game, and I'll be training with him. So I am being the Padawan learner. That is correct. I am the Padawan. Fire is straight DPS, like 2 or 3 DPS a second. So fire is way scarier than venting in this game, it sounds like. All right, it looks like the winning result is unalive. No, it's continue. Okay. 6 people said continue, 3 said unalive. So it looks like we're going to continue this run next week. Hopefully I remember all of my 5,000 abilities we have. So thank you everyone who's voted. I hope you all are enjoying the Void War. I gotta say, I keep saying it, I'm enjoying this way more than I was expecting. All the unit abilities and the interesting systems, the really cool modules that interact with crew abilities and weapons and things. It's very interesting. Void War has been a very pleasant surprise. We will continue this run next week. We'll be playing Tuesdays and Thursdays Void War for a while now, probably. And tomorrow we'll play some Monster Train 2. So, if anybody's new to the stream, I hope you had a good time. I hope you'll hit the follow. Come join us again. Like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays when we'll be playing Void War for now. I'm going to head out so I can get ready for my training. So, as usual, thank you all for all the support. Bits, follows, subs, get to subs, lurking, hanging out, all the amazing stuff y'all do to support the stream. You all make it possible. I will see you all tomorrow for Monster Train 2 or next week for whatever, FTL or Void War. So, y'all have a great night. Peace out. Happy gaming. Y'all rock. Later, my friends.